Hi, Deshawn. Okay, here's video 2, and this is going to walk you through TK20. So I'm hoping, I know I just sent you an email with video number 1 and explaining what we're going to focus on being primarily task 1, but it does sound like you were able to record a video already, so we could most certainly dig into some of task 2. Before I forget, the only thing with the video and for us to be able to use it is that ideally you have a permission form that's signed for the students that are in your small group. So just send me an email after you watch this video and let me know if that was the case. You never had access to that permission form. I just got access to that permission form, so that's not anything that you would have had before unless you somehow were able to get your hands on it through some other connections. And so it could be something that you send home maybe after the fact. If you recorded a small group lesson and you were able to reach out to those parents to say, hey, I'm in this course and we had to record, and is it okay that I use it? And so in the future, like when you do this in student teaching, you will have to have that form signed before you actually record. But this is a little bit more flexible because it's just for this course. So I wanted to reach out to you and kind of walk you through what you'll be doing to upload this into TK20. So I am going to cut and paste this information for you in the email that I send this video in. And so I want you to just go ahead and follow this link, and you're going to log in. Now I'm going to log in as myself because obviously I don't have your password. So it's going to look different. When you log in, you're not going to see all of this stuff because I am a unit administrator for this program, so it will look different. But when you log in, you will go down to portfolios and you should click on your portfolios. And what you will probably just see your own from here. You won't be able to see all of these. So right here, when you click on portfolios, it's probably just going to go ahead and pull yours up right here. I am going to navigate through this to find yours, which I think is on the next page. I need to move my picture around. Okay, so here is yours. So you are looking for the one that says EdTPA Portfolio for Elementary Literacy Fall 2018 Online. So that's going to take you into your specific portfolio. So what's going to happen is when you log in, it will look like this. This is kind of like your cover sheet. So it's going to give you a link to customer support if you need it. Click here for the handbook, which you already have. It's the same handbook that you have in the Blackboard course. If you should need any kind of help or to click on the help desk and get any kind of support, it may ask you for a password and username, and that's this information right here. If you need any other guides and information, you click these links here. A lot of this you already have through our course links, but just in case if you want it. So the other thing to know is once we're finished with this, when you click submit, it only submits it to us at Campbell. It's not submitting it to Pearson for official review because that will not happen for you until student teaching. So really what you're going to be looking at is this tab right here that says Task 1. So you're going to click on Task 1 and it's going to explain, just like I did in that first video for you, the different parts that you will be submitting. So Part A, Context for Learning, and then you click here and it gives you access to, let's see if it lets me in. No, it's probably not. Let me see. Let me go back to the other tab. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time for this. But it's going to open up your context for learning that you're going to edit. You should already have that. I know you said in your email to me just now that you already had that completed. And so you would just upload it there. So here, part A, context for learning. So this is the information for submitting. I'm sure it's not more than 4 pages with the information that you put in there. Then part B for your lesson plans, part C for your instructional materials, part D for your assessment, and part E for your planning commentary. So planning commentary will be the very last thing, as I shared in the previous video. But you said you already had your context for learning in your lesson plan. So go ahead and submit those in here. And when you do, I should be able to see them. So let's hope that that's the case. When you email or when you upload those in here, it will look different because right now I can't upload anything because I'm not you. And so you will have a few extra buttons that will allow you to upload the information. And so right now that's not on here. So when you upload your context for learning and your lesson plans, if you will email me to let me know that it's in there so that I can take a peek and see if it is. And if I can't see it or if it's not connecting for some reason, then I'll just have you email it to me as an attachment and we'll go from there. So let's just leave it at that for right now. So you will upload your context for learning and your lesson plans. Your instructional materials, your assessments, go ahead and start working on that while I'm looking at your lesson plans and your context for learning. And then your planning commentary also, you can kind of get some notes started. And then I'll give you some feedback on your context for learning and your lesson plans, and then we'll build more on your instructional materials and your assessments. And then the last piece we'll do is your planning commentary. So ideally, your recorded lesson would be one of the lessons that you have written for your learning segment. So if that is the case, then maybe we can reach back up here and go into task 2, where it explains you're uploading your video clips and your instruction commentary. So let's wait to tackle that until we get your learning segment secure, and then we'll work on your video. So if you have any questions or if TK20 is not working, Miss Ashworth is the person. I know you've reached out to her several times already. She's the one that's going to be able to support you with anything as far as accessing TK20. If you're having any issues with the links and all of that, it would be Miss Ashworth. If you have any questions or issues with the content of the EdTPA portfolio, then you reach out to me. And maybe we have to reach out to Pearson, just depending on what your questions are. So let's go ahead, and when you log in and you get into your portfolio, click on this Task 1 tab, and I want you to complete the work for Task 1. Right now, just stick your context for learning and lesson plans in there. And then as I'm reviewing those, I want you to work on your instructional materials, your assessment, and then once those 4 things are finished and you're finished part A, B, C, and D, then we'll start working on your planning commentary. So one last little piece I shared in the email. I know we originally said that this we needed to finish this course, the extension, by December 7th, because that technically is the end of the second term of courses. I did look at the Wake County calendar, and it looks like you guys are in school until the 21st. And so we're just going to let it go until then. So what is going to happen is that on the 8th, your grade may change I don't know if it's web access for you or if it's student planner, wherever it is, the grade may change. But it is okay because we can make edits to grades at any time. I've changed grades the following academic year before. So do not worry about your grade. I just want us to get securely through task 1, maybe through task 2 before you start student teaching. So it will not impact student teaching whatsoever. That still stays the same. So go ahead and work on your task 1, part A and B. and then we will see where we can go from there. Again, I so appreciate your patience as we try to edit this process for the online world, and as I still receive training because this is new for all of us, and as we work on how this feels and looks like and sounds like for an 8-week course. So I appreciate all of your time and your flexibility and your support and your patience. So reach out to me in an email as soon as you upload those 2 things, and we will go from there. Thank you so much, Deshawn.